Hello guys, my name is Quinn and welcome after a long amount of time to another one of my replay commentaries, today featuring Radoslav playing in his AMX ELC base. Now hopefully you won't mind that I'm gonna be calling you Radoslav throughout this entire video, but you're using a couple of names and I do not know which one to pick, and the Radoslav is the only one of them which is an actual real life name, at least in my country and most likely in yours as well. And another reason why I'm gonna be using Radoslav over any other name is the fact that there is no chance in hell I'm gonna be spelling this thing out correctly. Still though, this guy already has one replay feature on my channel that happened a couple of months ago where he was playing the BK100P on the map Kharkov. It was a really fun replay, and if you truly want to laugh at something, that replay was absolutely amazing because there were two complete retards just doing dumbass shit. It was really fun to watch. So though, right now I can already hear you thinking one thing. Right now I can already feel your anger because of one simple thing that you can right now see on the screen. This thing. 26 premium rounds. This is absolutely ridiculous, but on this thing, in my opinion, it's kind of acceptable because of a simple reason. As you might know, about a year ago, there was a change that happened to all of the light tanks. New tier 10 light tanks were introduced to the game, and the old, already existing light tanks were heavily nerfed. One of the most damaged tanks by, well, that nerfing spree that Wargaming put into the game is this tank, the ELC AMX base. Because this tank, since pretty much ever, had this gun, which has a pretty damn good alpha damage of 240. However, it has no turret, and the gun is insanely inaccurate. Just look at this. Look at how long it is aiming. This is absolute terrific. It's terrific accuracy, and even if you are fully aimed, which takes like 3 seconds to fully aim, you still got like 0.4 accuracy. It's terrific. So most of the time you're gonna be happy if you will even hit something. But back in the day, it actually had a pretty decent penetration of 170 or 175, something along those lines, which allowed you to penetrate most of the enemies rather effectively and rather easily. However, nowadays it has a penetration of 120. That is almost completely unplayable. Oh, here we can by the way see how terrific the accuracy of this thing is. Still though, 120 penetration. You're gonna struggle to penetrate tier 6 tanks. Not to mention that, well, Radoslav is in a tier 7 match, so he's definitely gonna have to use a lot of those premium rounds, which also got only 150 penetration. 150 penetration is kinda about the average on tier 6. So I guess that's kind of acceptable. It's, in my opinion, it's acceptable for him to use the premium rounds, and hopefully you won't mind the fact that he's gonna be using it, because without them it's almost impossible to play the AMX ELC biz nowadays. So far the Radoslav was already able to land 3 successful shots on the enemies and spot over 800 damage, which is already pretty damn decent. He definitely carried his ass throughout this game, and he could retire right now saying that, well, I did my part. However, as you might see, the entire northwest flank is crumbling to dust. There are only 3 TDs remaining: the E25, T67, and the IKV, the IKEA 103. Oh well, make it 2, because the E25 just got shut down. You can truly see that the entirety of the northwest flank completely fell apart, and you're gonna have to save your team from the other side of the map with a light tank. This is the AMX ELC base. Well, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Also, the IKEA over there just randomly decided to hop off the cliff and damage its own self. I don't know what the hell it is doing. Oh, there is a T29. It's right behind some kind of a house, barn. All right. Oh, and you were actually able to hit it. I'm surprised by that. And also the T29 seems to be rolling towards your artillery. There is almost no chance you're going to be able to land that shot. Good decision over here to shoot at some other guy, more precisely at this Hellcat over here. And you were actually able to hit another one of those shots. It's most likely caused by the fact that you are using the APCR ammunition, which is flying really fast, so you do not have to fully aim. You do not have to give your shot some kind of a lead. Here you had... What the hell is that? Oh my fucking god. These people do seem to enjoy falling off of cliffs, as that poodle over there decided to just hop off another cliff. Oh, there's the enemy SU-100M, and yeah, I decided to stay on one place, which allowed you to hit him. Quite successful. So though, there are only 5 enemies left. There are only 3 of your allies left, and you're the 4th one, so 4 of your allies left total. You already got above 1600 damage done, so you did your part. However, you still need to win this game. You're on the back foot here. The enemy still got an artillery alive, so pretty much as soon as you're gonna be spotted, there is a humongous chance that you're gonna be instantly one-shot by an artillery. Yeah. By the way, with this guy, we had a bit of a talk on the stream, talking about why artilleries are not OP, why they are like, you know, not weak, they are nothing like that, they are just broken, and we were kind of talking around what could potentially fix the artilleries. My personal suggestion to that was that the entirety of the World of Tanks environment would be made destructible, and the artilleries would be able to destroy like corners, so it would be a bit easier to destroy the heavy tanks. But there is a significant problem with that, and it's the fact that it's not the heavy tanks that are usually broken right now. This kind of a thing would... Oh, there's enemy Italian tank, I forget the name of it, the P43... What's the name of it? P43 BIS. Oh, will we be able to hit him? Yep, you were able to hit him and you were able to kill him. So though, my suggestion was to make everything destructible in this game, which would allow the artilleries to, well, do a bit more supportive sort of role, where they would be destroying the environment and destroying, like, you know, hiding spots for heavy tanks, hiding spots for like TDs and other stuff like that. The problem is that this would mostly hurt just the heavy tanks and make it kind of balance out the gold rounds a bit more. His suggestion, on the other hand, would be that the artilleries would be doing absolutely no damage at all, and they would be just stunning for a longer periods of time than they are right now. That also wouldn't work exactly great, because of a simple reason. The most broken class of tanks that there is right now are the TDs, and if the artilleries wouldn't be doing any damage, they wouldn't be able to pick off on those camping TDs in the back. That wouldn't be a good kind of a decision either. So I'm kind of wondering right now what could be done to artilleries to actually make them useful in the game, while at the same time they wouldn't be broken. Leave your suggestions in the comment section. Still though, here we go, finally some enemies, finally some fresh blood after a long amount of time, the M4, and you are able to kill it. You could see how long the AMX ELC is just aiming. That was absolutely ridiculously long amount of time till he aimed. Still though, right now we are loading in the high explosives, which is a really good decision, because the remaining 3 enemies that we got over here are first the artillery, oh, and there's the archer. You're gonna be able to pen it with ease with your high explosives, as we might see over here, 319 damage. Absolutely amazing, and you're gonna scuttle away into safety with no one being able to spot you. Obviously. So though, you already caused over 2000 damage and you were able to spot over 1000 damage, both which are remarkably high for the fact that you are playing in this shitty ass tank. Seriously, this tank fell down the freaking cliff. It went from being one of the best tier 5 tanks overall to being one of the worst ones within a span of like, well, technically it was nothing. There was no time in between that. Oh man, don't you dare to be toxic. Oh yeah, he can theoretically be AFK. Give me a second. I can look at him. Give me a second. Is he AFK? Yeah. Did it flip around? Oh, the enemies are capping the base, and he doesn't seem to be AFK. Ah, whatever. Let's look back at our hero Radoslav. We can already see that the AFK T-67 was able to spot an enemy tank inside your cap circle, which was an enemy T-67. Oh, that was a pretty damn nice looking jump. So we need to get back to your base and kill it as quickly as it is even possible. Where is it? If you're gonna be spotted, it's gonna be able to kill you within 3 seconds of it spotting you. Literally. That thing has a ridiculously high DPM. And you do not have any armor at all, so it's gonna just slice through you as if it was nothing. Oh, from over there, I doubt that the T-67 is gonna go on that hill. is most likely hidden somewhere over here, at least in my opinion. We got no idea. The music is... I'm still not used to the new soundtrack that the War of Tanks has. Oh, there's a T-67. You need to get at least an average roll to kill it. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Nice 235 damage. You were able to kill it thanks to that. And yeah, let's get to another enemy, which is gonna be the archer. You no longer need a high explosive to kill off the archer, so we are loading in the regular standard AP round. And where's the archer? The archer was last spotted when you were shooting at him over here. However, since then... Oh, an artillery shot right over here. Maybe the archer is advancing, and the artillery is trying to pick spots where the Radoslav may be hiding. So let's see. We still cannot see the archer. That is kind of stressful. The archer is not the fastest of tanks, and especially it is not a good tank at advancing forwards, because as you might know, the archer has like 12 kilometers per hour top speed forwards while having like 40 kilometers per hour top speed backwards. So it's a tank that kind of looks as if it was made by some kind of French engineer. Still though, there is still no one. You are loading in the high explosive in case you would spot the M44, because if I'm correct, the M44 has like 270 health, which is more than enough for it to survive your standard rounds. You would need to have some kind of a super high roll in order to actually kill it. So yeah, that wouldn't be exactly great as if it survived. And spotted you for the archer, because the archer can kill you within 2 hits and doesn't have the worst reload of all. Man, this spot over here looks like a really good spot for some kind of a thumbnail. I'm probably gonna make a thumbnail out of that spot. Oh man, I love this map. They added actual train tracks over here. I'm a big lover of trains in real life, so seeing a train track like this kinda hurts my eyes because it's really bumpy and it wouldn't function very well in real life, but I still like seeing train tracks in pretty much any game. Alright, where's the enemy artillery? We got no idea. We decided to go for the enemy artillery instead of archer, which is a smart move because the archer is most likely gonna be camping somewhere, but you do not know where. Now you came into the enemy base and you weren't able to spot the enemy artillery, which is quite annoying. Where is it? Man, this game is one huge game of hide and seek. Let me drink for a while because my mouth is getting dry. Oh, there's a siren. Last few minutes. Where is the enemy artillery? You need to find it ASAP. If it's gonna be over here, it's probably gonna be able to spot you before you will be able to spot it, which is not exactly gonna be the greatest thing ever. Oh, there is the artillery. You were able to spot it, however it was able to spot you before. Or no. No. And wasn't able to spot you. But right now, he definitely knows your location, so the archer is probably gonna aim in your general direction. Also, the M44 actually has 280 health, which means that was a really smart move to load in those high explosives, because there is a very little chance you would be able to actually high roll high enough. Oh, there's the archer. Is he aiming at you? Yep, he is. Is he AFK? Whatever. It's a G freaking G, as you were able to kill the 7th enemy of this game. Absolutely amazing replay. Well, that was the replay. Now the post-game stats. In the post-game stat, we might see that Radoslav was able to get himself an Ace Tanker medal on the ELC AMX base and an Orlex medal, alongside with a bunch of other smaller medals. The one that we care about, however, is the Orlex medal, because it is a bit of a sad tribute to all of the light tank players out there, because it proves just how bad light tanks are in this game right now, because, well, they are giving you a big medal. Like, you know, these are small medals, these are like medium medals, these are big medals. They are giving you one of those big medals for killing 2 enemy tanks that are 1 tier higher than you. What the hell? You need a medal for that? That doesn't make any sense. it only proves just how bad light tanks are right now. They're literally suicide tanks, especially this tank, which is absolutely terrifying. In the post-game stats, we can also see that throughout this longest game, almost 14 minutes long game, you were able to fire 17 shots, out of which you were able to hit 13 and penetrate all of those 13 shells. Thanks to that, you were able to deal 2600 damage, 994 of which were dealt on a longer distance than 300 meters. You were also able to get over 1000 assistance. Sadly, you didn't get any credits for this amazing carry because you were using quite a few premium rounds. So though, I should also point out one thing, and is that most of those premium rounds were actually missed. Those 4 shots that our hero, that Radoslav, wasn't able to hit were actually premium rounds. And out of these shells, 8 were actually standard rounds. So yeah, he wasn't actually using those premium rounds all that much. Still though, it was an absolutely amazing solo game carry. As a bottom tier tank, as a complete underdog, you were able to get 7 kills and over 2600, yeah, I said that correctly, 2600 damage. Absolutely amazing. And even though that you were spamming some premium rounds, seriously, this tank is a freaking light tank. It's a suicide tank. It doesn't make any sense to even play it unless you get a freaking death wish. So spamming premium rounds in this case is, in my opinion, definitely good. So though, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give a like, subscribe, you know how it goes. Also, don't forget to send your replays to the email address that should be there under the video in description. And don't forget to point out some of the things that I didn't notice in this replay, and don't forget to answer to the question that I asked somewhere in the middle of this video about those artilleries. So though, hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that I'll see you next time. Bye!